Seems like shareholders, they're going to vote in favor of this delisting?
Yeah, it does look like that's the case. Didi, of course, was supposed to be one of the great hopes for China's technology industry. They listed only 11 months ago, and they raised more than $4 billion. But now they're going the opposite direction. They're delisting in the U.S. This is under pressure from Beijing, which was concerned about the data security within their systems and whether they had the proper licenses. So they have ordered Didi to delist from the U.S. The ride-hailing company originally thought that it could get a listing up in Hong Kong in time so that its shareholders could kind of move from the U.S. over to Hong Kong, but that hasn't happened yet. So instead, they're going to delist from the U.S. into kind of no man's land. It's not clear exactly how this is going to affect many of the shareholders, especially the biggest like SoftBank and Tencent.
Yeah, still very much in limbo, I guess. Half a step out the door. What does this mean then moving forward for shareholders who have been waiting, and also for the company that raised quite a bit of money?
Yeah, well, for many shareholders, institutional investors in particular, they're not allowed to hold shares that only trade on the pink sheet. So you'll see many big institutions just dump their shares. The shares are down 90% from the listing, so they've lost a huge amount of money in a very short period of time, less than a year. Now they're going to have to sell a lot of those shares at this enormous loss. For Didi itself, they need to figure out how they can get relisted in Hong Kong so that their shareholders who can still hold on to those shares will have some way to kind of have a publicly traded security at some point in the future. They're also trying to reassure Beijing that they've got their data security problems ironed out and that they're able to secure the licenses they need to kind of operate within that country. Again, it was supposed to be the ride-hailing giant within China. It was kind of the answer to Uber in the U.S. It was a great hope for the tech industry, and they've really gone through a very, very rocky year.